Hello there, beautiful dear soul ones across the planet. Thank you for tuning into this video. This is the first video, just an overview video of this series that I'm very delighted to share with you. And this series is an introduction to conscious conception. So this is kind of a reflection of, life doesn't just happen to us. We don't just happen to get pregnant, or we don't just happen to conceive. If you want life, if you choose to allow life to just happen to you and be a victim of your circumstances, or just be passive in your life, then that's absolutely fine. But I'm here just to share with you that we can choose and create our lives, and we can be active creators in our lives. And when we are conceiving or when we get pregnant, we have consciously or unconsciously chosen to do so. And the more we connect to our full consciousness and awareness, the more we can realize that we have chosen to conceive or to become pregnant, and the more that we can be an active creating force within a conscious and active creating force within that experience. And that's pretty exciting. And this is nothing new age or new. This has been known throughout ancient times, throughout tribes across the planet, throughout mystery schools throughout the planet. Consciously conceiving has been a practice that has also gone underground in many different sacred teachings, sacred schools. The love temples of the ages have definitely had this practice, and many tribes across the planet have had this practice, still have this practice, and we are able to tap into that too. It's something we have always been able to do. That wisdom lies within us, within our womb space, within the collective consciousness, within the collective feminine consciousness, and it's there for us to tap into. Just by tapping our consciousness, our intention into it, we can start to tap into conscious conception, and we can really how am I going to explain this? We can really just be that driving force of life, and with that, in this series, I wish to share with you that we can choose to become pregnant or not. We can connect to our child to be, or our children to be, before we even conceive, before we even give birth, and that's exciting. In the etheric planes, we can we can open up to this whole experience of conceiving and pregnancy and birth to a whole new depth, a whole new level, if we wish to. And this series is just an introductional series, and we're going to talk a little bit about what are we going to talk about? About contracts, soul contracts, and conception, and abortion as well. And we're going to talk about ritual, and just tap on a few little things. I even have a light language transmission which has the intention to activate you into conscious conception and to help clear the womb space, prepare your womb space for, if you feel it's right for you, to have a conscious conception. And conscious conception, what is it? Well, it is being conscious of the choice and the experience of conception. And what does that look like? Well, I can't tell you that, because I believe that as many people as there are on earth is as many different ways or different experiences, ways that you can consciously conceive. Everyone's going to have a different story, a different experience, and it might just be a spontaneous conscious conception. You might have been preparing for it for a decade, or just for a month, whatever it may be. That's your story, and that's interesting, isn't it? All these unique stories from all these unique souls across the planet. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this series. And I really hope that women and men as well will be watching this series. It is so important that men also understand what goes through, or what happens to a woman during conception and pregnancy and birth and all of the, and even motherhood, you know, so that they can support us more, and they can step into their divine, masculine, supportive and providing role if we allow them to. And thus in turn, women, in turn, we get to be supported by a divine, masculine, being provided for in the way that we just want. And you know, that is such a beautiful balance, because the masculine gets to witness this beautiful blossoming and flowering of life and of a woman. And so it is such a mutual, I don't want to say mutual gain, but it's such a mutual receiving of love and experience and of the divine within each other. Of truly coming into sacred union. It's really, you know, such a pure sacred union experience that we can have. So that's exciting too. What else did I want to mention in this introductional video? Yeah, I think that's about it. Just, I hope you enjoy this video. This may totally not be your cup of tea, so then just, you know, move it along. But if it is, I hope it inspires you in some way. I hope it is a stepping stone to your truth on your journey, and I'm just really happy to share this information. This is a first series, Conscious Conception, and I will be releasing a few more series, Conscious Pregnancy, Conscious Birthing, and that will be all those 3 series will be one limb of 7 limbs of a umbrella series called Reclaiming Our Womb Sovereignty. And within reclaiming our womb sovereignty, there are 7 limbs of it, and this is one of the limbs, which is conscious conception, and then soon to come conscious pregnancy and conscious birthing. So I hope you enjoy. Sending you so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye now.